I told you to be careful. I told you keep your guard up and watch what you say. I told you there'd be people that could make you trip just standing in place. You didn't believe anything that I said. When they came, you were not prepared. Then it all fell right on your head. And now you're lying in this bed. You've got yourself in a rabbit hole. You're trapped cause you did not let go. You took that bait and now you know. You've got yourself in a rabbit hole. You've got yourself in a rabbit hole. You're trapped cause you did not let go. You took that bait and now you know. You've got yourself in a rabbit hole.
We just have to do that. There we go.
Alrighty.
Have TV on and shit.
No.
He's like, no, I can't watch TV. Alright, hello everyone. Let's see who we have here. So, we have Amy joining us tonight. Whoop, whoop. Amy's in the house. And then there's Chris and me. Let's see, who do we have? I see Tammy on. Normally Tammy's sitting next to you, but not tonight, huh? Yeah.
Well, we just didn't
Didn't
know
work out.
ahead of time, so.
Sorry. It was
She
like-
probably would have been there ahead of time.
Well, she's got Skype. She can jump in. Let's see here. We have my Aunt Linda and Fred and Brian joining us. Hi, Fred. Hush. Hi, Spanky.
Oh, okay. You need to stop.
What's he saying?
He said, keep acting up in front of your friends, you're going to get your ass busted.
Oh my goodness. Fred says hi, Amy. This is cool.
Hi,
So we
Fred.
can I sorted it so I don't have to look on my phone the whole time. I can look up on screen and see the comments coming in. And Tammy says she's looking at Christmas lights.
Jeez.
It's okay.
Squirrel.
That's you, Chris.
No.
Okay, what did you bring to the cabin?
What do you mean?
Amy knows what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Because he wanted to show it off.
What did I tell you not to bring? And you brought, well, to the cabin because you probably thought,
Oh, my ultra powerful laser beam. Because I know Jess would love it.
yes.
Because I was hoping he had sharks, so I could like strap it to like some shark heads.
Tammy says she's got to do things with her kid. Hey, so speaking of doing things with a kid, I took mine downtown yesterday, so we did our part. What are you guys doing for this weekend? Oh no, Skype's glitching a little bit, but not too bad so far.
All my kids are grown.
Yeah, but
They don't act like it. Oh my god.
But we're going to get commentary the whole time, guys. Sorry.
From the peanut gallery.
that's fine.
Oh my god.
Oh, Chris
No,
is like,
they
cool.
they come and visit quite often, so grocery shop from the refrigerator and
I would too, looking at your kitchen. I want your kitchen.
Heck yeah. I love it. It's fucking nice. It's a nice kitchen. I like it.
Oh.
It's nice and
Well, let's see. Who else last time I was doing this, I was able to kind of see.
They can see our two missing cabinet doors in the kitchen.
Mom's watching.
Hey, Mom. What is he saying? I don't know. I was able to click on this thing last time and see who was watching with us, but darn if it's working now. Oh, you know why? Because I'm I'm not on the page watching it from the page.
Mm.
Yeah, that would help a lot. I'm watching it from my own account. You have to be smarter than the tools you use.
Yeah.
Okay, while I am doing this, why don't you guys talk about, it was, bless it, it was both y'all's first time to West Virginia State Penn, so
Yes.
what did you guys think?
I thought it was freaking. It didn't disappoint whatsoever.
No, not at all.
Especially the picture that Amy took. I was like,
We didn't even know until Melissa's daughter and mom pointed it out.
yes. Oh my God.
Let me bring that up. And it is, I'll bring up the lightened version of it. Alright, let's see here.
Come here, buddy.
I
Come
have
on.
to add you on, both of y'all onto the screen real quick.
Okay. Come here.
Okay, there's Chris. We'll just go
Come
to
on.
the comment section. And
Do you want to be in my lap or not?
there.
Lazy dog. There he is.
Okay. Come on. There we go. Alright. So, I have it up on screen now. And I'm going to have to go look at comments. But, alright. So, Amy, you took this picture.
Yep.
And
With my cell phone.
with your cell phone. Was there any flash?
No.
No flash.
And
I
what was the phone type? What was it? An iPhone or Samsung? What?
It was an iPhone 8 Plus.
Okay.
So tell them what we were doing when we were taking this picture and where everybody was. Because if I was looking at this picture, I'd be like, oh, there's somebody walking over there.
Right. So when I took the picture, everybody was to the right of where the picture was cut off, waiting to get into that fenced area. So I made sure when I took the picture that I cut them out because I didn't want to have anybody without their permission in a picture and whatnot in case I decided to post it. So I took the picture just to show like the building and the place and the lights and things like that. And it was rainy and it was cold and it was nasty and nobody was walking right there. I don't think even we walked through that area when we went in. I think we were on the other side,
Yeah, I think.
but I'm not. But I'm
think
not
so.
sure.
I don't. I mean,
But when I took the picture, I made sure there was nobody in the picture. Like when I put it in focus on my phone.
right.
So when you guys told us we were driving home, and you guys were like, "You need to look at your picture again." I looked and I was like, "Oh, it's just somebody walking." And then you were like, "No, it's opaque." And I was like, "What?" And I
Yeah.
blew it up, and I didn't like adjust the lighting in it or anything, but I blew it up, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, you could see the brick through his leg."
Yeah.
No.
That
that's what I'm doing right now. So.
was an incredible shot.
That was lucky.
That was.
Yeah, too.
Yeah, so literally, we were almost halfway home. We were probably in the mountains of Maryland or Virginia, and I was just taking pictures of snow. I was like, "Look, there's snow," and Maddie said, "Hey, Nana looked at that picture. You know, you need to go look at it." And I'm like, "What are y'all talking about?" So, Maddie, come here. Do you remember this picture?
Yeah.
Come here.
Come here, Junior.
What did you guys think when you saw that picture? Yeah, but what did you tell me? What did you tell Nana?
No, Nana actually found it out.
Oh, Nana found it and then she told you to tell me?
No, I wanted to tell you.
Okay. And my mom is on here actually. So, Mom, what did you think? Go ahead, type. But what did Nana say?
He said, "Don't you see like a figure there?" Or
Did she think it was a person or did she think it was weird looking?
She thought it was a person.
She thought it was a person.
Hmm. Love it.
Huh. So yeah, when we, let's see, I'll go back
You're
to,
glitching.
hmm, imagine that. It's better than what the other one was. It's probably because I got lots of stuff going on.
Peace.
She's like, see ya.
She goes on her own little way.
Actually, I'm going to turn my camera off on Chris and Amy's side, and that will minimize the glitching for everybody else.
Ote?
Okay.
Ote.
There. I don't know. It's just a resource hog when I have two cameras going. So. Alright, let me see if I can go backwards. I'll have to zoom out on this a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
There's the original. So not edited. Zoom in. So really the only thing I did on the edit one was just lighten it up for contrast. But there's the person.
Right hand side, yep.
Right here. And if you look at it, you can see bricks where legs should be. You see all sorts of stuff. Aww. So my mom is saying, I asked Maddie if that looked like a person or a shirt or a shadow, and she said, "Don't know. Let's send to mom." And then we looked at it and we were like, "Holy shit!" So.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was like freaking shocked.
Yeah. So that was, I mean, we probably should say that one for the last, but that was like our big, like, holy crap moment from the night. Well,
Yeah.
one of them. That was one of them. So, let's see here. For those who have not been, we had, all right, here was another interesting picture. It was raining outside, right? And so I can tell you that this, without a doubt, was a raindrop coming down in front of my phone. So an iPhone 11 Max Pro, one of the new ones. But then that happened. And so, possibly rain. I don't know.
It would have to be really close to that lens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not have a good explanation for this. And it has a really weird pattern to it. So I can't say what it is for certain, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Let's see what else do we got for pictures. Oh, she's gonna kill me on this one. There you go, Tammy.
I know which one's coming.
Oh, yeah, well, it'll catch up with you in just a minute.
Come on.
Yep, there it goes.
And then in a couple more seconds, you're gonna see, oh. Okay, let's see. Alright, there we go. So the guy who's on the screen now, we had an encounter with this person too.
Yes, he liked Melissa a lot.
What are you trying to do? You need a power cord? I don't have it. Sorry, Charlie. Alright, let's see here. And what other pictures do we have? Ooh. We have more than pictures. We have some. I'm kind of hoping that some of our SLS footage will download in the meantime. There's a story behind that. I'll let Chris tell it.
Let's see, waiting for it to come up.
Oh, there's Chris. Hang on. When it comes up in just a second. Well, let me see if this is still transferring.
It's on my phone, so.
Okay, I have 2 of the SLSs from that
Ooh.
night.
Nice.
I'll have to plug
Was
those
this
into
in
my
the kitchen?
computer real quick, huh?
Was this in the kitchen?
I don't know. You will see when I see it. To be honest.
Oh, there we go.
I have not seen this. Oh, come on, get in there.
Yeah, people at work are saying, "Oh, that's a typical white boy thing." With me holding up the sign.
Hi, Darren.
Hey, Darren.
Heather, let's see. So Heather, and hey, Millie. Probably a raindrop falling down the camera. I have captured the same thing. Okay. Very possible. Let's see here. We're going to capture these guys and bring them over here off the screen for a minute.
Fred, you're hurting my leg, buddy. There you go.
Boop-a-doo. I am doing multiple things at once here. All right. So,
Squirrel.
what else impressed you guys about West Virginia?
Just the overall activity altogether, especially in the our last stop with those 3 cells where we're getting the EMF hits as well as the periscope hits. And also, unfortunately, where I broke the SLS monitor.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, we were getting, my God, that place did not disappoint whatsoever. I was, impressed. Even though the Sugar Shack is kind of but
yeah,
everywhere
that's crazy because when I went, the Sugar Shack was, off the chain for me. That's where I had my first, in-your-face shadow person. But you guys didn't get any of that down there.
No. But, of course, we got, the frickin' that one place in the kitchen, it was they didn't have no idea what the heck was going on. They just assumed it was a training area, that we're hitting up. But it was the SLS was picking up that one thing, whatever it was, in that, I guess, isolation area or whatever it was in the kitchen.
Yeah, so we actually have... Did you have your camera on during that time?
I don't think so.
I definitely have body cam footage, but it would take me a minute to go through and find it. Alright, so when you're in the cafeteria, you go back into the kitchen area and you would have the old refrigerators and freezers, and we're walking around and we see one and it's got a cutout. It looks like the same kind of cutout that are on jail cell doors, like isolation doors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there was no hand. It was open. Chris walks in. Oh, I'm going to have to find that body cam footage because that was great. Because it was... Well, we do have that on SLS.
Yeah, we do.
We have it from 2 perspectives. So, Chris walks in, and it's padded. Like those gym mat pads, right? Those big, thick blue ones. Floor and the walls. And we're like, what in the heck is going on here? And
I was like, why does a freezer door have a hole cut in?
And why did it have no handle on the inside?
Right.
So, yeah, we're like, what the heck? So, I'm showing a couple more pictures before we start. This is a really good group picture. I'm not in it, but it's still one of my favorite pictures from that night. And it's the 3 of
next
y'all.
time we'll have to get Melissa in there with us.
Yeah. Let me drop some weight first. I mean, everybody's seen me on video. No big deal. I know.
Shut up.
I know. So we also made a trip to the Afterlife Museum. Would you, or the archive?
Yeah.
The archives of the Afterlife.
Yeah.
What'd y'all think about that?
That was interesting. It was a lot to take in a few minutes. I mean, we could stay there as long as we wanted, but for the time that we were there, I think the one room was a lot to take in. It was a little overwhelming for me.
It seemed kind of rushed in a way, It was try and get as much as possible, take in. And as Annie was saying, it was kind of way too much history in there.
Yeah, we probably should have allotted more time for that. And then the mound. We're going to have to go back and check out the mound because I didn't realize there was a museum for that either.
Because me and Tammy didn't see the mound at all.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Except for in the dark.
Yeah. Well, I do have some pictures somewhere here. We're going to kind of go through these quickly because there's a lot. Have we tried any new devices lately? What have we tried, Chris? Because I don't know. We kind of...
I would say definitely we got a lot of good hits off the periscopes.
So we do have a new periscope that we got at Fleetwood Paracon, and that's probably been one of our favorite things lately because it's very sensitive. Those are our newest tools: the periscope, just the regular periscope, the vertical, and the periscope 360. We have a new SLS, so we have the Xbox One version.
And plus, we also got the what was it? Darn it, brain fart. The well, we were definitely getting a lot of good hits off the EMF,
Uh-huh.
especially like at our last stop, which Melissa's got footage of. I guess she says we haven't even gotten that much good hits off of that. So
Off of the EMF?
right,
Yeah, lately it's been kind of dead using the K2. You've seen a plasma ball. Yep. So we've used a plasma ball, but it hasn't, like, we used it at the cabin, what, last weekend? Was that last weekend?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
tried using
December.
the plasma ball. It didn't really yield anything for us.
but the 360 with the plasma, it worked quite well in Melissa's room when I was in there.
Oh, you had both going?
Last-
Oh, you're talking about the plasma disc on top.
Right,
Okay.
right. It was quite effective.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see here. I think people might be getting a little. Let's see. I'm gonna pull this over and find some good photos real quick. Let's see here. How about personal experiences other than mine, which we'll talk about at the end? What's a new one for you guys?
I got rushed. Like, I felt like I got rushed. Like, something just came up on me really fast when we were in the maximum security area of West Virginia. And I don't know. I don't think you got it on cam because your body was facing the other way. But I would like grab Melissa's arm and I was like tapping her arm, like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Now, a little bit of background information. Both Tammy and Amy work for the Department of Corrections, so
Well,
it might things up a little bit.
Amy used to. Now you're with DOE, right? Yeah.
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
but still. And,
Yeah.
You know what's funny, Chris? You know what? Here, which one was it? Help me out here. I'm going to have to bring up my notes from you. So that might cause a delay real quick. But something said it didn't like Chris.
Yeah, that was, let's see, let me bring it up. It was, I believe, MV9, movie 9.
Okay. I've got that up. Let me pause it real quick. Okay. And let's see here.
Yeah, it was between, MV7, between 3 minutes and 16 seconds and 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Basically, it's saying it didn't like me being there because he wanted you guys all alone to himself. That was red.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah.
let me see here. Let me see if it's on screen. Okay. How did you feel during this?
Me or
You, yeah.
I felt like, it was like, I guess I was the only one preventing things from happening. Even though it was like, what could I do? These are like freaking convicts.
Yeah, so
You know.
the interesting thing was, and I'm not sure if she's on here, but Cynthia from Raven Rose Paranormal, she was messaging us while this was all going down. And she was telling us all sorts of stuff. But I will play this and see what everybody thinks. Let's see here. So it's like what? About 7 seconds long, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, hang on. The
Aw.
volume is really low. No. Hang on 1 second. Let me fix the volume real quick.
Did you say squirrel?
She said, but Mom.
I know. Okay, let's see. That should make it super loud, like even in my ear. Okay.
Thank God. You say yes? Oh,
Give me 1 second. I need close. She's trying to get my attention, playing with the babble ball now. Goodbye, dogs. Hey, Mads. Entertain Annie for a minute. She's screaming for attention. Back it up. Okay. So, did you guys hear that on there? Or is it
When I was reviewing it earlier, yeah, I did, but I couldn't
not
hear
on
it.
here?
No.
Okay, let me crank it up some more. It is at... Okay. And let me crank it up over here too. Okay, let's see if this helps now. So I'm going to go back a little bit.
Did you like Chris?
Huh. Thank God.
Do you want Chris to leave?
Did it say yes?
Stay here.
Oh,
Stay here. Oh, you gotta make up your mind.
Okay, hopefully that's as loud as I can get it for right now. But so we were using we had a number of things out that night. So we were using Echovox or Spirit Box.
Echo box.
We were using Echovox, and so that person that we were talking about earlier that we think, pretty sure that we made contact with, that was Red. And Red Snyder, there's a lot of history to go into that dude, but essentially he was the leader of the Aryan Brotherhood, and he was murdered by his own because somebody else wanted to take his place. So a lot of the guards respected him. He was kind of one of those guys, you don't bother me, I don't bother you. But if you did bother him, if you did get under his crawl, you knew about it. And he was, swift and judicious in his actions. So we were making contact with Red that night, and this is in the maximum security area. And we asked if it wanted Chris to leave. And it said yes. And then, Amy, you had Ghost Detector app going, right?
Probably. Yeah, I mean, if I had an app going, it was that.
And then it said stay here. And we were like, what the heck? So potentially there could have been, Red was telling him to leave, and then I think potentially something came through your phone and said, no, you need to stay here.
Right.
And the whole time that Red was there with us, Cynthia from Raven Rose was going, Melissa, did you wear your hair down? Because he's playing with your hair. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And she was like, oh, his giggle.
Yeah, he was touching you inappropriately, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had, so, long story short, Red took a liking to me that night and was trying to touch me. And so this next clip, Chris thinks is rather hilarious. But he was coming on strong. And so Chris normally has demon stomach. And I had demon stomach that night. And Amy, you were sitting next to me. And
yes.
Yeah, you
I was in the danger zone.
I didn't actually do anything, but I was like, man.
No, she didn't.
I was like, well, I'll just play it.
What did it say?
What?
Did you say I'm gonna fart? And that's why I said what?
All right. For Amy and Chris, it's going to take a couple of seconds, but I'll play it again.
Yeah, that was funny.
What did it say? What? Did you say I'm gonna fart? And that's why I said
You're gonna
what?
fart?
Alright.
You,
Me and Chris is gonna take a couple seconds, but I'll play it again. Oh, I can hear it on one of y'all, but yeah, so it's Chris playing.
Yeah, I've got 2 different earphones in.
See, that works, right? That's normally what I end up doing, Amy.
I've got one on the computer here, so I can hear you through Skype, and one on the for Facebook. So.
We need to train Chris to do that. Oh, it's Chris playing.
I've got 2 different earphones in. Yeah.
Mute your stuff, Chris.
I'm turned down.
Okay. So yeah. So Red was coming on hot and strong. He was trying to touch my legs. He was trying to do, and I think he was playing with you a little bit too. But mostly me.
Mostly you. The only thing, and I don't know if it was Red or I'm assuming it was probably Red since he was around us so much in that area, was when I got rushed. But that spooked me pretty good, which I'm easily spooked anyway. But
No, you're not that easy.
No, I'm not like spastic, but that was pretty like, I felt like it was something like come right up in my face, like right there, and I was just like, whoa.
Yeah. That was the same feeling I got when I was in Sugar Shack the last year when I was there.
I didn't see anything, I didn't hear anything, I just was like,
your space was invaded.
Yeah, exactly. Quick.
Yeah. I don't know. So, like, we were trying to make contact with Danny Lehman, or Lehman. He was also another prisoner who was on that side, but I think Red was coming in so strong that...
He's blanking.
Tammy says, yes, she is.
I know, I see.
I think Red was just coming in so darn strong that he was like, nope, this is my time, and y'all back off, and he wasn't giving us a break at all.
Mm-mm.
But, yeah, I was feeling him stroke my face, and so this clip was, hey, Red, if you don't back off, I'm going to fart on you. And then and through the spirit box, what? Yeah, exactly. It was like, like, so yeah, it's pretty funny. So let's see here. What else? What else does Chris have for video?
We got our last scene, MV9.
Hang on, we'll get there. There's some other stuff too.
Okay. Well, we got the X-ray lab.
Yeah. Let's start off there. Let's go back to... So this was one of my favorite places. And what did you guys think of the X-ray center?
We were getting some pretty good hits at first, I think, and especially with the periscope and everything, and then I think other people scared him off, but...
Yeah, it was a little bit too active, I guess, with people.
Too many living spirits. Too many living souls.
Yeah.
So, last time when I was here, I got 2 stick figures on my 360 SLS on this. And so this time we're using the periscope. And here's what we got.
One of my friends. Hey. So you decided to come hang out. Can you make it go up to the next color?
oh, there we go.
So I got some stomach sounds tonight. You want to tell me? Maybe it was all kind of off. Maybe it was like Buffalo Wild Wings. Do you know what Buffalo Wild Wings is?
There we go.
Can you make it go up another color? Do you know what Buffalo Wild Wings is? Okay,
Nice.
cool. Very good.
Oh,
People talking about
So that's interesting. So this prison was shut down, I want to say 85.
No, it was 96.
96. Was Buffalo Wild Wings around in 96?
I'm not sure.
No, I don't know.
That That would be a quick Google. When did Buffalo Wild Wings open? 1982.
So it might not have been as widespread.
It was in Ohio. They actually started in Ohio too. So
So it
Columbus,
was
Ohio.
close.
Yeah. So, because my first reaction after this video was like, well, how in the hell does this spirit know about Buffalo Wild Wings?
Right?
Because I never encountered a Buffalo Wild Wings until like early 2000s.
Right.
But okay, so Moundsville, West Virginia. What's Spanky doing over there? Is he messing with you? He went the other way.
No. Yeah.
Meow, 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 meow.
So yeah, Moundsville, West Virginia is close to Columbus, Ohio. So I guess it is very possible that somebody who was there that is no longer with us would know about Buffalo Wild Wings,
Right.
which is interesting. Sorry, Amy. He's like doo 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 in the back.
I know.
That's okay. Tell him we like him. It's funny. All right. So our next clip.
They're laughing at you. It's just piddling around.
I'm waiting on this damn dog, so I'm shut the
All
door.
right, stop cussing.
Cost a lot, that's what I do.
Well, we are not a PG show. I think that's been well established a long time ago.
Yeah, all these dogs are cussed too.
So here's a view of the X-ray table, and here's the new Xbox SLS. But there was another clip that Chris took. Oh, I've already passed it. Okay, let's see. Chris, what was this one about?
Let's see. Let me. This one was basically showing that periscope going off.
Again.
Does that mean your name is Billy?
Whoa, just got a quick one.
Thank you.
Okay, so here's the interesting thing. Every time that we were using that periscope, none of us were near it to set it off. Because you can see I'm actually, Chris is back by me in this shot. Tammy's off on the right, and Amy's off on the left because Amy was holding the SLS. And this is where I just had a random thought pop in my head. I was like, this guy's name is Billy.
Oh,
And
Yeah, you did.
we were just
Wow.
like, hey, is your name Billy?
get in here.
Does that mean your name is Billy?
Whoa, just got a quick one.
Thank you.
Come on here.
So we took that as a confirmation that the name was Billy. Okay, let's see here. Okay, here's the point. Is Tammy still on here with us? I used to be able to. These strong hands. Anybody know where that movie's from? What that quote is from?
What was that?
These strong hands.
Oh, the never-ending story.
Yes.
Da, 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 da.
Yes, it's
I've watched that movie so many times I don't remember that quote.
It's the rock guy when
The Rock Eater.
the nothing takes everything, like all of his friends, and he's sitting there going, these strong hands, and he couldn't save them.
And
Yep. Okay. But Tammy, if you're still on here, you will like this clip. So Chris, what's the relatable information background story on this clip?
let me find it here real quick.
This is the one with Tammy up in the psych ward. Movie 4. The Reaper.
Come on. Trying to see when the picture comes up here.
This is the Reaper. He's not listening to me.
I'm not sure. Oh! Me and Tammy dancing.
Oh, that's right.
Alright. But yeah, but what's the backstory on it though?
You're talking about Blue Oyster Cult, Don't Fear the... And
Yeah.
basically, the instance was the song played like 3 or 4 times while we were heading up to West Virginia. So we decided, well, it must be a sign. So we decided to play it, see if it might bring something up.
So Darren asks, when you guys go to these prisons, have you ever encountered a doppelganger or a mimic spirit? I don't think we had one that night, but we've gotten stuff that's mimicked people's voices at other places.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had mimic voices. So, but yeah, we didn't get anything that night here. I know at the cabin, I've heard on some of our stuff, it sounds like Dennis sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
After.
Yeah, last weekend when we were at the dentist, it sounded like Dennis coming over the spirit box a couple of times. Okay, Tammy, great, you're back. Yes. So this one is just for you, Tammy. I think we should have a little fun when we go out somewhere too.
Yeah.
FYI, this is where Chris broke the SLS.
Yeah, this is where he broke the SLS.
But, so Chris was saying, we kept hearing Fear the Reaper on our drive up. And we were like, what the heck? And it came on your phone, too.
Yeah.
It came on Amy's phone on her little, it said Reaper.
Yep, on the
ghost detector. Yeah, the ghost detector.
That's it. Ghost detector app.
So that's what, hey Lynn, hey Dan. So that's where we're like, all right, we're going to play Fear the Reaper. And Tammy's sitting there dancing. But, Chris, you didn't get it on your thing, did you? We got a lot of... I'm going to scan it. This is going to drive people nuts, and I am so sorry. But while we were in there, we had... Are you ghost hunters? If you are, you should try hunting for ghosts. I would love to go to Guam. I don't know if my bank account could love to go. So, is Danny one of your shipmates, Chris?
No, but I know about Guam because they take a lot of pride in their island. You insult them, they will freaking kill you.
Oh, I know. Well,
I remember this comedian when we were in Djibouti.
Yeah.
And basically he's making fun of, like, I guess there's like a reserve unit from Guam. They're about ready to kill the freaking comedian by the time it was over.
Oh no! What did he do?
He was insulting them big time.
He was making jokes?
Oh yeah.
The only thing I know about Guam is it's a long trip, and my buddy Zach was stationed there for a long time, and he loved the scuba diving there.
And if you put too many sailors on that, according to this one representative in the House of Representatives from Alabama, I think it's Georgia, it would tip over.
Wait a minute, hang on. I think, and I'm typing this too, isn't there a forest in Guam where you have to ask permission? No, but I think there's one in Guam too.
I know there's a haunted forest in Japan. It's called the Suicide Forest. You do not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's in Japan. Yeah.
Yeah, but I could have sworn Zach was telling me that there's somewhere in Guam where like if you don't ask permission, then you're gonna have some super serious bad luck. So I don't know, Danny. You have to. But thank you for joining us all the way from Guam. If that's where you are right now, that's really cool. Like I said, my buddy Zach thinks you guys have some great scuba diving, and that's all I know. And we have a mine shop for the Navy out there too, so you probably don't like the Navy minemen. Let's see here. Movie 6, Chris. What's this one about?
Let me look here. Go back to my notes.
The Island of Dolls. Yeah, I would absolutely love to go there, Danny. And same with Alcatraz. Okay, so before we started tonight, and Amy, I told Chris, I was like, the next place that we go is his pick, and it cannot be somewhere we've been before.
Okay.
So we already know we're going to go to Albans coming up because I've already told him I'm dragging his butt there. But the next like new location, and so if y'all can spitball some ideas that are within commuting distance, not like what would you put your driving time frame at, Chris?
Maybe an hour or two. Be good.
So we're not gonna make like a West Virginia trip out of this one.
Probably not till like I'd feel a lot better if it was like late spring, summertime.
Okay. All right. Well.
Let's see, MP6. I'm trying to remember.
I'll put it at
was.
3 hours because 1 to 2 hours is kind of limiting us to places we've already been.
Yeah, but I'm sure there are other places,
Hey,
you know,
Ralph.
especially up north here, you know, that could put us in, you know, a different location and stuff.
I would love to go back to Fauquier Jail and do a private there,
That would be fun.
but we've been there already.
Yeah, but we were kind of limited, so I mean.
We were there overnight.
Yeah, but you know, there would be more time we could do, because I mean, we're a little bit more familiar, so we could like, especially with the new SLS cams, you know, we capture a lot more stuff in that room.
I suppose. All right, so movie number 6. And by the way, for those of you who have not seen these video clips before, Trans-Allegheny, we have not been there yet, Chris. I think that's a 6-hour drive, though.
Yeah, I guess we could do it.
It's West Virginia.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Wait a minute. You just went from 1 to 2 hours to...
Well, you know what I mean. We could split the stuff up or find out how it goes, you know. We'll roll from there.
I don't get them sometimes. Okay. I'm getting serious squirrel moments tonight. So, we have a couple more clips and then we're going to wrap it up. So, all right. This is movie number 6. Oh, and then there was a couple of sound clips that you had, Amy, that you want to... Do you want to play those?
That's fun.
Because for once I'm playing something that both of y'all did instead of just stuff that I picked out. So everything that's being played tonight is stuff that Chris and Amy picked out. So, okay. I'm not gonna play another fart one, Chris. Wait a minute, we just did those two.
Yeah. No, I think MP6. I think MP6 is like another Periscope hit.
Okay.
If I recall.
Well, if we're gonna do Periscope, let's do the very last one that is Tammy, and she's holding the EMF. Because that's really good. Because we've shown a lot of Periscope stuff already.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. So this is general population. Let's see here. It's 150 a person for train. We'll have to take a look at it. Because I know Cynthia from Raven Rose mentioned it too, and she was talking about trying to get a group. So you never know what pans out. We might get a group together. But they don't. Trans-Allegheny doesn't open up again until, I want to say, March. They close down for the winter.
Oh.
Well, a lot of things do. So,
Yeah.
it's kind of a lull for those kinds of places that aren't heated or anything like that. But there's plenty of other options. There's places up in Pennsylvania, too. So, but this is general population, and Tammy's not on here. But what was going on in here, guys?
No, it was like we were getting like across like 3 cells. We were getting like it was busy. We were getting hits big time. I mean, off the EMF meter as well as the periscopes, both of them.
Is this where she was underneath the tier, and she kept on going in front of one cell, and it would go up, and then she would move on and it'd go down?
Yeah, she even Here, I'll just let it play.
Yeah.
I think that's when it was. Yeah, in general population.
So Chris has got the EMF meter in his hand,
Okay.
and
Huh.
And I was at like a solid 3 to 4 lights being lit up, at the same time across all 3 cells.
Yep.
Lazy dog.
let's see here, 3. Wait a minute, did you already? Yeah, so I remember Tammy being really uncomfortable during this.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm getting a look.
But Chris, where's the one part where? Oh, hang on. Here we go.
Wait, you gotta hold
Earlier on
still.
too. Right here too. So this was right in the very beginning. There we go.
We got a periscope in that cell.
And it was going off.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. It's like it got up, like walked across to the other side of the cell, and then came back and sat back down.
Well, I remember, and I asked on here, I asked Tammy, how did this one make you feel? I remember her being extremely uncomfortable. during
Yeah,
this.
she said. I remember towards the end, she was like, "I just want to get out of here."
Yep. And it was not too long after we took this clip.
What's your name?
And then she found $1 bill on the floor. How did that get out of her pocket? Something about a dollar bill or something fell out of her pocket.
Yeah, I remember that.
So let's see here.
There we go. Now it's sitting in the bed, which is in the red.
Yeah.
Kind of slowly gets up, and you'll see the colors change as it gets up and starts to move across the cell.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this one again too, because that was like steady interaction. Because sometimes you get it, it's like really short and boop, it's gone. No, this sucker was. I mean, we're going on over a minute right now.
Right.
All right, so let's play
Yeah,
that
last
What to do?
beautiful
Yeah,
footage again.
there we go.
Periscope in that cell.
That
Okay. Thank you.
Huh.
Are you sitting in the cot? Are you sitting on that bed? Now you're getting up?
Because it lasts almost at least 1 to 2 minutes, if I recall.
yeah. Tammy said she lost her dollar when she was handing you the USB cord. I guess it was in her pocket.
Yeah, but I thought, I don't know.
Huh.
Let's
What's
see
your name?
here.
What are you in here for?
Have a good night, Darren. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching.
Have a good one, Darren.
Night.
Okay, now let's see here. Instead of switching over to audition, no, this is only going to play videos. Okay, so there was, all right, Amy, there was a video or audio clip, number 61, and you said it was a weird sound like a zipper. Can you tell me?
Yeah. At first it sounded like a zipper, but then I heard you zip your bag, and then I was like, okay, so it's not a zipper, even if it was closer. So it was more like a fluttering. And with the headphones in, it made my eardrum just. So I don't know if it was interference. I heard it throughout a few of the recordings.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if it was electronic interference. I don't know if it was just something, as far as device stuff. But it was a weird sound.
I'm just waiting on Adobe Audition to open up, which I don't know if it's going to happen. because I didn't want to have too many things open because that seems to kind of crash things or make it really glitchy. So I was trying to be a little bit more on the careful side tonight.
Right.
And let's see here. There was another one. You heard it again. I'm just going through the notes of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And there was another one. Was it the same recording where it sounded like something was trying to come through?
That was on the audio file ending in 0063.
Okay. And what was the timestamp on that?
10 minutes and 14 through 16 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm?
Adobe Audition's not gonna. Let me try it one more time. So, while that's doing that, nope, do that later. It was trying to recover some files. That was the big problem. Okay. Alright. Open. As we were packing up that night, I had an interesting experience, and this was a very, very, very first one for me. Do you guys remember what happened?
You got scratched.
I don't know, I got more than scratched, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got bruised.
Yeah. I'm kind of having the same feeling right now. I've had it for a couple hours. I think it's something else. But, I have never been scratched anywhere that I've been before. I've been touched. I've gotten the tingles. I've gotten headaches from bad spirits. So this was, I guess when it comes to paranormal investigators, you can, like, check this one off in the book. Like, yay. I got kidney punched as we were packing up our gear. And we were in the lobby, and we had just left where we were just showing the video, where Tammy was feeling really uncomfortable and where we were getting a lot of periscopes. And it almost felt like it almost feels like Red was going, where in the hell do you think you're going? Like, I didn't tell you could leave. And so I just stood there for a second. I was like, am I really feeling this? And then I went to the bathroom and I came back and I asked you, I was like, can you take a look at this?
She was like, Amy, come here real quick. And I went in the bathroom. She's like, what do you see? I said, it's bruised. It's a bruise there.
Yeah. And it's ridiculous for it to happen so quickly because it takes a while for a bruise. Okay. You said about the 10-minute mark?
It was, 10 minutes and 14 to 16 seconds.
Okay. So we're going to start off. Oh, no, go back, dang it. This is file number 63. 10. It would help if I could. All right, cool. Let's see how this one goes. And how long does it last?
It doesn't last very long.
Okay, well, let me expand this out and see.
But if you go a little bit before the 14, you can hear where we're kind of talking and then something's trying to come in over top of us.
All right, that's what I have right now. So it looks like maybe right where those blue lines are, but we'll find out for sure. Okay. Do we have the spirit box going? Because that's super loud.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Maybe my time is off a little bit than y'all's. Maybe it's right here. Okay, let's see here.
Get down.
It's really hard to hear. Or at least I think it would be hard for anybody on here. Well, I'll go, I'll upload it on SoundCloud too.
Okay.
And we'll get that on there. Alright, let's see here. And 61. Let's see here. Where was that one at?
7 minutes, 26 seconds.
7 minutes, 26. Alright. I'm going to start off right at the 7-minute mark and go from there.
If I step over here, maybe start getting the SOS to start mapping.
Hear the
maybe
car
I
going
can
by.
Oh, it
Outside.
it went to sleep.
That darn thing.
There we go.
All
All
right.
right, it's Mac and Chris.
Cool.
You
Okay,
try
Billy.
to
Was.
go like Chris did.
Well, we can
That
see.
darn-
I didn't know that was there.
I didn't
Hey, Chris,
either.
put your arms out to your side. There you go. There we go.
I heard that. That does sound like interference. It was right here. So let me back it up. But what would be causing interference?
It was there.
I didn't
Hey, Chris,
either.
put your arms out to your side. There you go. There we go. All right, Billy. Or at least
It was
let's see what Billy has.
on the other recordings as well.
Yeah. That was right when we were getting confirmation from Billy too. And see, normally I would hear that when like a cell phone, but I think all of us had our stuff on,
Airplane mode.
except for me because I was on live
Yeah.
feed during that part.
Right.
So, as a matter of fact, speaking of the live feed, if anybody, we show the SLS live on that. So if you go
Yeah,
back,
we did.
yeah, or the SLS and the Periscope are both on there. So go check out our live feed from the 23rd of November. I'm sorry, what
That-
were we gonna say?
That same sound is also at 8 minutes and 48 seconds and 8 minutes and 52 seconds.
Okay, let's go over here then. Right there. I'll start off at 8:30.
You guys hanging out up here. Let's see if we're getting them.
After like the third one I heard, I stopped recording one where I heard them because it was just a flutter.
Yeah, it's quieter now. Without everybody here.
There's one.
Yeah, maybe that scared them off.
Can you show us the colors again now that nobody's around? Or Emily.
Oh, wait, what?
Is that Emily?
Emily, check this out.
That
Emily
reminds me
wants
too.
to talk to you.
It's funny because we just said on Emily had just joined our live feed, and
Right.
on your app it said the name Emily too.
It was on Tammy's, yeah.
Okay, it was on hers. Yeah, well, still that was
It was same app, but it was, yeah.
that was crazy sauce. So
Yeah.
But we're kind of coming up on the hour here, so we had a lot to show off. We always have tons more, but shoot, we were just at the cabin last weekend, and so we still, that will give us something to talk about. Let's see.
Next weekend.
Yeah, let's make sure we're all, because that's the weekend before Christmas. Are we good
Yep,
for next
22nd.
weekend? Okay. Do you want to join us then too? Because you were there.
I can.
Awesome. Cool. Let's see. So that's what we got for tonight. We're going to go back over here to our, where it's just the three of us on screen. And let's see here. So closing remarks. If somebody were to go to West Virginia, what would you tell them? Like, what's the absolute must know about West Virginia?
Be prepared.
Yeah, it doesn't disappoint. Definitely.
You're definitely gonna go out there more. I don't even know how to explain it. It's really opened my eyes personally, even more so than the other investigations had, because there was just so many areas and so much.
You want to go back?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Where?
It can be overwhelming because, I mean, it just feels like you don't have enough time to do everything.
Yeah, that's true. This is my second time there now, and I still want to go back because I had more experiences than my first time, and every visit's different. Like, Red, I didn't get anything in Maximum, and Red didn't mess with me last time. I got most of my stuff in the Sugar Shack and the X-Ray my first time. So, my next question is how would you, out of everywhere you've been, and we'll just do top 3. Where does this rank, and what are your top 3?
I definitely say the pen is definitely number 1. Number 2, I'd say like, well, I mean, this is just based off everywhere I've been, but 360, and then number 3 would be like Pamplin.
How about you, Amy?
I'm probably ranking the same one in the same order as he is.
Yeah.
Just for the simple fact, I know Chris has been to a few more than I have, but so far in the little bit that I've done, I think the ranking is the same as Chris's.
Well, buckle up. Wait until y'all go to Albans.
Oh, I know.
So,
Giddy up.
yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
I've been wanting to go to Albany.
Well, I think they open up earlier than other places, so we'll have to see what's coming up. But that's the next place I can't wait for you guys to visit, because it's the one place I said I would never go back to. And I'm going back just
For us. Yay!
Yeah. Well, and also I think one of my other friends, we'll see if he comes, but he is a former law enforcement officer with Raleigh, and he contacted me the other night and said that he wants to start joining us. And so Chris and I were talking about this, and Dennis was like, oh great, just break the new guy in at Albans for his very first place. I'm like, well, I think this guy can handle it, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely.
So, all right, well, thank everyone for joining us, and thank you, Amy, for joining us, and we'll see you again next week.
All right.
And
You guys have a good night.
you too, and happy last week before Christmas. Well, we'll
Definitely.
see everybody again next
Oh,
Sunday.
yeah.
I'll have to put together a little special Christmas clip or something. I don't know. So, but you two hang around for just 1 second, and
Okay.
we're gonna close this out, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Have a good one, yo.
And I wish I had like all these things all streamed at once, but all right, there we go.
I told you to be careful.